always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here you go, right here. 30.
Let's go, D.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, 30.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm here.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Tight right.
That's going to be a long day.
Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Open man is Henderson. That's complete.
Good work,
and he'll
boy.
be
Let's
out
go.
of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He's brought down by Nick Needham.
I got him.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Run.
On 1st down, Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go. 80.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 6. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Here's Tannehill.
You don't want it.
Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
35's the mic.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not today, baby, not
This
today.
defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and a football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go. 30.
I'm coming for you, son.
Sit. Deep.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. He's at the 50. And a huge return as they take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Interception.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Check, 43. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
Here we go.
Getting 3 points at the end of this drive,
Come on out here.
that
Come
would
get
feel
some.
disappointing.
Come get some.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Mike,
To throw is Tannehill.
here we go, dude.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 6. Mike 6. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On second down, Akers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's what I want to see.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Hey, defense up.
Hey.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A great play here. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Nick Needham picks it off. And they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Get ready. Get ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Watch the pass.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
15. Hip. Check. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he powers his way up past the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, Tannehill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He finds some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
You don't want none. Mike, sit.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. Hey. Tight end right.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill. Looking middle, and that's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll run on first down. Akers. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7
Come
our
on now.
score.
Let's go!
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Lady!
Check, 43. Hey, watch the screen.
On the give, this is Akers. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Bring it up.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Deep.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. That's out to the flat for Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run here with Akers. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Takes it at the 7, and out a little across the 25 to the 27.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Montgomery, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fields now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at his own 10. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Watch the slant.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 35's the night.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second and very short, Fields.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back to throw, Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Clayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 40, the 20. Touchdown, LA! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
24 is the mark.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
On 2nd and goal, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
You got three down. Mike 35, Mike 35. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A little juke, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 10.
Hurry.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Whoa. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
I'm going to hit you.
So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
43's the mic. 40
Going right back to Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Double tight. Double tight. 3 down. Hey,
On first down, Akers. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Mike's 43. Here we go.
Block.
Check.
Deep.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
I know
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
We're going to work.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Now the ball comes loose, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. 28!
I got 15. Cut, cut, cut.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a